Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to install Python and VS Code on a Mac and what plugins we need for running Python from VS Code. Before we get started, let's talk about Python a little bit. Python is a high-level interpreted programming language that's easy to learn and widely used for web development, game development, scientific computing, data analysis, and artificial intelligence.
In the previous video, we discussed about how to install Python and other IDEs in Windows. Do check it out in case you're interested.
Let's look at how to install Python on Mac. Let's go to the official Python website. I've given the link in the description box below in case you need to refer to it. As you can see here, it's automatically detected that my operating system is Mac OS and is giving the latest table. Let's download it. Once the package is downloaded, let's click on it. We can see that a wizard opens up. Let's click on Continue here. The license also gives us information on the other packages that are getting installed along with it. So do refer to it in case you're interested. Now that we've installed Python, let's test it. Let's open the terminal. And let's check the version of Python. This is the command for it. As we can see here, the version number matches the one that we've installed. So Python has been installed correctly. So let's move on to VS Code now. Now VS Code is a lightweight cross-platform code editor that supports many scripting and programming languages, including Python. Let's look at how to install VS Code. Let's go to the official VS Code website and click on the Download for Mac button. And once we click on it, it opens VS Code for us. It's that simple. And here VS Code gives different themes that we can choose from. I'm choosing the dark version. And as we already saw, VS Code is basically a code editor. So for Python to work in it, we're supposed to add few plugins. And let's see the easiest way to add it. Let's just create a dummy Python file. And as soon as we do it, VS Code understands that it's a .py file and is giving us this recommendation of installing the Python plugin. Click on Show Recommendations. And the top recommendation is of course the official Python plugin by Microsoft. Let's install that. And now let's just run a sample Python code. Let's just print hello world. As you can see here, it's printed correctly, so it means that the plugin has been installed. This is like a bare bones setup. In case you're interested in other plugins, let's look at some. These are completely optional and you can add these plugins if you require. First, let's try AutoPep8. This plugin is extremely useful in formatting the Python code according to Pep8 style guide. Let's look at a simple example on how this plugin works. I'm just typing a sample for loop here with no proper indentation. Now right click and you can see an option, Format Document With. Click on it and click on AutoPep8. As you can see here, it's formatted correctly. Another example of this would be to remove all extra spaces from code, and AutoPep8 works for it as well. Additionally, I'm also using PyLint because it checks code for errors, warnings, and style issues. And now that PyLint has been installed, we immediately see that the print statement has a blue underline. Let's hover over it. It says missing module docstring. So this happens when the file is missing documentation. So let's add some dummy documentation. I'm using a multi-line comment here. And as soon as I add a comment, the blue line disappears, which means that the warning has disappeared. So this is how PyLint works. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more programming tutorials and tips. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.